Okay. Girls, lane 6, please use for dives. I can see some of you waiting there, so please use lane 6. Also lane 2. So lane 2 and lane 6 for dives. Lane 1, I think if we can get a backstroke ledge in lane 1, somebody could put a backstroke, one of the officials, into lane 1. So backstroke lane 1, dives 2 and 6. So backstroke 1, dives 2, and dives and sprints in 6. General swimming lanes 3, 4 and 5. You've got about 3 or 4 minutes left, but off you go with your dives.
Okay, that concludes the warm-up, girls. So if we could now finish off our last dive, please, and then vacate the pool so that we can get started for session 3 of this weekend's meet, please. So good afternoon and welcome to everybody joining us here for session 3 on this Sunday afternoon here at the Dollans. Welcome to those of you joining us on live stream and in the spectator gallery. Welcome to swimmers, team coaches, team managers, and of course all our volunteers, without whom this meet could not run. Thank you very much for giving up your time to assist us. Health and safety. In the event of an emergency, a siren will sound and staff will direct you to the nearest exit. Please ensure you keep all fire exits areas clear, take a look around you and check where the nearest exits are. There are to be no glass items or outdoor footwear poolside, and swimmers on leaving poolside should dry off and wear appropriate dry clothing. and footwear. Stairways should be kept clear. There are to be no mobile phones in the changing rooms, toilets or shower areas. Anyone wishing to take photographs or videos, the appropriate consent forms are available at the meet entry desk at the top of the stairs. Videos cannot be posted on unsecure websites, but may be posted on secure club websites. When filming, please focus as much as possible, either on your club swimmer or your family swimmer. And remember the rules about posting on websites. So we'll get started just shortly. Could I ask all swimmers to be at the marshalling area, which is just to the back of lanes 3 and 4, at least 10 minutes before their own heat. There are, I think, some reserves during the course of the afternoon, and reserves should attend at the marshalling area as if they were in heat 1, and that will allow our marshals to give you a swim if that is available. So as you can see, all our technical officials are all on deck. I will introduce you to our senior officials. Our referees for this session, session 3, are Ross Stewart and Rob Barrett. And our starters are Robert Fleming and Kim Chan. So we'll start off, I should have introduced myself. I'm Jackie Smith. I'm joined this afternoon by Stuart Stevenson, and we'll lead you through session 3 and session 4 later on. We're due to finish this session at around 5 o'clock this evening, and then start again just around 5:45. So the first, you can see the swimmers just getting themselves organised for the first event, which is event 301. This is the 11 to 18-year-old female 400 metre IM. We will have 3 heats of this, and we'll get started in just a few moments. So this is event 301. This is heat 1. In lane 1, Alicia Thompson, Cumbernauld. Empty lane 2. Lane 3, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire. Lane 4, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries. Empty lane 5. And lane 6 is Ella Craig of Ren 96. So this is a 400 metre IM. 2 lengths of each stroke. Our youngest swimmer is the Ella Craig, 12 years of age, from Ren 96. Variety of times here ranging from 5:50.50 through to 6:14. The girls will be looking for, if they haven't already got, times for SNAGS in a couple of weeks' times. As we said yesterday, the closing date for SNAGS is tomorrow. So, last chance. Beg your pardon, I've just been corrected, it's Wednesday. Just been advised that by the entries expert sitting alongside me. So, after the first 100, it is the Cumbernauld swimmer, Alicia Thompson, turning first, 1:20.99. 15-year-old from Cumbernauld, and in behind her, lane 4, Lauren Dunlop from Dumfries. The SASA swimmer, Connie Hart, in third, and the Ren 96 Ella Craig over there in lane 6. So we've all transitioned into the backstroke, and it is still Cumbernauld swimmer, although she's fast being caught by Connie Hart in lane 3 as the girls proceed up to the far end of the pool. Looks to me, in fact, like Connie Hart now has the advantage, and she will go into the turn first ahead of Alicia Thompson. She does. Alicia Thompson turns in behind her. Quite a bit of open water. Beg your pardon, I need to correct myself. That is Lauren Dunlop from Dumfries, who is leading the field. Opened up a substantial lead there as Lauren, ahead of Alicia Thompson and Connie Hart in third. But let's watch Ella Craig over in lane 6. She's getting herself up amongst the second and third place girls at the moment as Lauren Dunlop transitions into breaststroke. 2:51.61 for Lauren at the halfway mark. Alicia Thompson 3:00.09. The better turn there goes to lane 3. Connie Hart is now in second place behind the Dumfries swimmer. Ella Craig swimming well. Getting herself up alongside, I think, Alicia Thompson now, but it is still Lauren Dunlop. Let's watch Connie Hart. She's really moving through the water there. Appears to be trying to close the gap, certainly. Let's look at the times at the turn. 3:46.14 for Lauren. Just under 4 seconds of over 4 seconds of a gap between her and Connie. Connie will be looking to close that with her breaststroke. We do often see changes in the order of swimmers during this section of an IM. Connie is certainly swimming really well and appears to be closing that gap between herself and Lauren as they come up to the turn to transition into the freestyle. In behind them, it is the 12-year-old from Red 96, Ella Craig, who's now up in third place, ahead of Alicia Thompson. Connie has really gained the advantage with her breaststroke and turns first ahead of Lauren Dunlop after that breaststroke section, and both girls are now into the freestyle. So it's what Lauren can do. Just within half a body length of Connie as they head down to the final turn. Ella McPhee, I beg your pardon. I'll start that again. Do apologise. Ella Craig is turning third, Alicia Thompson in fourth. As the battle continues, the girls head towards their final turn. Lauren Dunlop, Connie Hart. Connie turning almost together. That went to the Dumfries swimmer at the turn there with the advantage. Less than half a second between both of these girls. Both battling as they're coming down this final length. Lauren looks like she has the advantage. Connie needs to respond to that as they're coming into the final meters of this 400 IM. Connie is responding. She looks like this will go to Connie, the South Ayrshire swimmer, just taking the advantage in the closing stages, just ahead, finishing there in a time of 5:56.99, 5:57.43 for the Dumfries swimmer, and it will be Ella Craig of Red 96 finishing third in a time of 6:09.40. She'll be pleased with that. Some big improvement on her entry time. As in comes the Cumbernauld swimmer Alicia Thompson to finish Heat 1 of event 301.
This is Heat 2 of the girls 400 IM. Lane 1, Rebecca Strachan. All these swimmers are City of Glasgow, so I'll just read their names. Lane 1, Rebecca Strachan. 2, Abby McMillan. 3, Katie Watson. 4, Daisy Gildea. 5, Sarah McGuffey. And 6, Eva Gordon. So it almost feels like a club champs here for City of Glasgow, but they're all different ages. So Sarah and Eva 13, Daisy 14, Abby 15, Rebecca 16, Katie 17. So all swimming in different age categories. So a good start over in lane 4. Daisy Gildea, quickest over the first half of the butterfly, and she's still looking strong here. Second, lane 2, Abby McMillan. And over on the far side, Eva Gordon is sitting in third, possibly just nipping up into to challenge for second place. So after the fly leg, Daisy 1:15.26. As they go into the backstroke, so quickest on paper here. An entry, Katie Watson 5:37.1. So Katie swimming in the 17-18 category. So these girls will have their eye on qualification times. So qualification for 17-18 is a 5:21.37. So Katie would have to go something like that, but she's in touch with the consideration, which is 5:31.01. But a really good backstroke there in lane 2, making up a good bit of ground there. Abby McMillan still out in front. Daisy Gildea. So Daisy, 14-year-old. So it looks as if she's already just a fraction within the consideration time of 5:38.87, so she's a 5:38.00 on entry. Oh, sorry, that's a qualification time, beg your pardon. So looks like she's got that time, but so just maybe trying to improve on that. So as we go into the breaststroke, we'll see if things get switched up a little bit, as they often do, as it happened in the first heat this morning. Change of positions over the breaststroke leg. Certainly would take something to catch Daisy in lane 4. Going along well in 6, Eva Gordon, 13-year-old. So it's lane 4 in the lead, 3:28.33. We'll see what the gap is. So about 8 seconds or so between first and second. Eva Gordon in second place, so Eva and Sarah in the 11 to 13 category, both swimming as 13-year-olds. Looks like they're already safely qualified. 5:53 qualification, they're both in the 5:40s. So Daisy Gildea still looking good here into her freestyle, 4:18.76. Eva Gordon turn into a free in second place, 4:26.40. And in third, Katie Watson, 4:29.21. Good battle there going on in lanes 2 and 3, Abby McMillan and Katie Watson. So Daisy Gildea's led fairly early on in this heat, and she's looking strong right to the finish here. She won't be caught at this stage. Second place possibly still up for grabs is Eva Gordon in the lead, but she's been chased down by Abby and Katie in 2 and 3. So So entry time for Daisy 5:38.00. See if she can improve in that time. Looks like she will. So Daisy Gildea takes it 5:35.26. A good 3 seconds off entry. Coming into second is Eva Gordon. 5:45.18. Again, a couple of seconds off entry. And third place, Abby McMillan, 5:46.38.
And this is heat 3 of event 301. Lane 1, Thea Glenn, City of Glasgow. 2, Lucy Hunter, Hamilton Baths. 3, Evie Mackey, Lanark. 4, Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow. 5, Rebecca Somerville, Ren 96, and an empty lane 6. So this is the final heat of this event. We have 2 girls who already have qualifying times for SNAGS. Sorry, 3 girls with qualifying times for SNAGS. Our 15-year-olds, Lucy Hunter, Evie Mackey, and Abigail Crawford. And after the first turn there, it is lane 3, Evie Mackey, the 15-year-old from Lanark, leading the field in this butterfly section of the IM. In behind her, Abigail Crawford from City of Glasgow. And then it is lane 1, also City of Glasgow, Thea Glenn in third. So Evie Mackey leads the field into the turn as they transition into backstroke. Abigail Crawford in behind her. 106.98 for Evie at the turn there after the first 100 metres. 111.00 for Abigail, and it is Thea Glenn in third place, 114.08. So Evie will go into the turn at the far end, a significant lead ahead of Abigail Crawford, who is in second place. Thea Glenn will turn third, 147.03. .147.03 there, beg pardon for that interruption. Evie Mackey, Abigail Crawford. Coming up close on Thea Glenn, however, is the Hamilton Bath swimmer, Lucy Hunter. Also swimming well across in lane 5, Rebecca Somerville. So those three girls, Thea Glenn, Lucy Hunter, and Rebecca Somerville, all in third as Evie Mackey transitions into breaststroke. Abigail Crawford right behind her. All girls have transitioned to the breaststroke. We often see, as I said a moment ago, in Heat 1, change of the running order, but I think there's no doubt who's got this race. It's the Lanark swimmer, Evie Mackey. She needs to just keep this going. And we've seen her at many districts in the past doing exactly what she's doing just now, out in front. So she's turned after 50 metres of breaststroke, and it will be the City of Glasgow swimmer, Abigail Crawford, turning behind her. And then the 3 girls, Thea Glenn, Lucy Hunter, Rebecca Somerville, fighting for third place. Lucy Hunter's got herself right up alongside Thea Glenn. I think Rebecca's just sitting a little bit behind those 2, but still in touch as Evie Mackey comes into the closing stages of her breaststroke section of this 400 IM. she'll transition into freestyle. There she goes, 3:56.09. So Evie's entry time 5:02.50. On course to improve that, I think. Abigail Crawford turns, and it will be the Hamilton Bath swimmer Lucy Hunter who will turn in third place in lane 2, doing so now on a time of 4:18.72 as Evie Mackey extends her lead, heading up to the final turn of her race this afternoon. She turns now for 32.94. Keep an eye on the clock as she comes down the final length. And so no doubt she'll be aiming to improve her time before the entries for SNAGS go in later this week. Abigail Crawford has turned. Lucy Hunter turns in third. Rebecca Somerville in behind her. Thea Glenn. Can Rebecca do anything to catch Lucy? They're certainly not going to catch our winner, Evie Mackey. 5:07.82 is her finishing time. Abigail Crawford comes in to the closing stages of her race, but Lucy Hunter looks very secure there in third place. She's not going to be challenged for that. Abigail Crawford comes in and finishes in a time of 5:24.36 as Hamilton Bath's Lucy Hunter 5:30.33 finishes in third place. Here comes Thea Glenn, and that concludes that third heat, and indeed concludes event 301. We now turn to 302 in the boys 100 metre freestyle.
This is heat 1 of boys 100 free. Lane 1, Jack Kilvahan from Ren 96. 2, Daniel Letham, Cumbernauld. Sorry, lane 2 is empty. Lane 3, Bjorn Ayan from Hamilton. 4, Yasin Hattab, Dumfries. 5, Jensen Basketer, City of Glasgow. 6, Declan Castles from East Kilbride. First to the turn, lane 4, Yasin Hattab, 13-year-old Dumfries swimmer. Looks very close to second at the moment between lanes 3 and 5. It's Bjorn and Jensen. Looks like Yasin Hattab is just about half a body length up, now about a body length up on the other two. So Yasin will take this one. Entry time 1:05, and it's a 1:04.01 for Yasin. Second place, Jensen Basketer, 1:05.65. In third place, it is Bjorn Ayan with a 1:05.68. On to heat 2. Lane 1, Andrew Patterson from City of Glasgow. 2, Kyle Mossman, City of Glasgow. 3, Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth. 4, Finlay Hiddleston from Dumfries. 5, Brodie Lydon, City of Glasgow. 6, Angus Woods from Kintyre. There's about 5 swimmers in a line here. Difficult to tell who's got the lead at this early stage. We'll see when they turn what times go up. And it's lane 4. So that's Finlay Hiddleston, 15-year-old Dumfries swimmer, 28.36, a fraction ahead of Brodie Lydon. Through well now in the yellow cap in 3, Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth swimmer. Looks like he's got his nose in front, with about a quarter to go. So Jake Ferguson in 3, being chased by Finlay Hiddleston in 4. And I think it will be between these two boys. And looks like Jake Ferguson will take it. Jake Ferguson, 59.18. Finlay Hiddleston, 59.71. And Kyle Mossman, 101.03. We'll just wait for these results to be confirmed. We don't have a time for lane 6. Just bear with us, we're just sorting out a technical issue before recommence with Heat 3. So while we're waiting, we'll have some results for you. Girls 400 IM and 11 to 13. Third, Ella Craig. Second, Sarah McGuffey. First, Eva Gordon. Off we go with Heat 3. Lane 1, Joe Carty, City of Glasgow. 2, Alex Tinch, Stirling Swim. 3, Adam Scott, Ren 96. 4, Marcus Blake, City of Glasgow. 5, Dean Bargatti, Hamilton. 6, Fraser van der Meulen from Stirling Swim. Quickest here is 56.80 through to 59.75. Good start here in lane 4, Marcus Blake, 26.71, so cracking start over the first 50 metres there from Adam. Sorry, I should say Marcus Blake. Entry time 57.06. And very good swim here by Marcus. He's way ahead of the rest of the field, a good couple of body lengths up. In second place is Adam Scott at the moment as they charge towards the finish. Marcus Blake will take it, 57.20 for Marcus, 59.06 for Adam Scott. Third with 59.66 is Dean Bargatti. Fourth and final heat, we have 4 swimmers. Lane 1, Rhys Edwards, Dumfries. 2, Alex Black, Volker. Three is Logan van der Meulen, Stirling Swim. 5, Gregor Skinner, Boness. First of the turn there, lane 3, Logan van der Meulen, 26.35. Pretty close for second, but it looks at lane 2, Alex Black, 18-year-old from Falkirk. So Logan, very impressive looking here. Logan's entry 54.60. We'll see if he can challenge that time. Logan van der Meulen comes in 54.27, so it takes about 0.3, just over 0.3 off that. Second place, Alex Black, 56.78. And third is Rhys Edwards, 57.57. Okay, we're on to the girls now. We have 4 heats in the girls 100 free. Lane 1, Sarah McGuffey, City of Glasgow. 2, Charlotte Craig, Ren 96. 3, Rosie Liston, City of Glasgow. 4, Casey Dixon from Rutherglen. 5, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow. 6, Emma Imrie from South Ayrshire. So again, range from 13 through to 17. Quickest entry 104.40. And 5 of the swimmers turning at the same time. And it's lane 2, with a fraction of a lead, Charlotte Craig, 13-year-old from Ren 96. And Emma Imrie over in lane 6 is a para swimmer from South Ayrshire. Her entry 1:16.32. Really close in the pool here between lanes 2, 3 and 4. So Charlotte Craig, Rosie Liston and Casey Dixon. Looks like Charlotte Craig has just come through at the finish here, and she'll take this one. 104.56 for Charlotte. It's a good couple of seconds off entry. Second place, Rosie Liston, 105.17. Third, Sarah McGuffey, 105.52.
So we move on to Heat 2, Event 303. Lane 1, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow. 2, Anna Lee, Stirling Swimming. 3, Isla Dobson, City of Glasgow. 4, Emma Miller, Kintyre. 5, Sienna Melville, Stirling Swimming. And 6, Olivia Caldwell, City of Glasgow. 15 and 16-year-olds on this heat. Fairly tight going into the turn. It will be lane 3, turning first. She does indeed, 30.74. That's the City of Glasgow, Isla Dobson. In behind her, Emma Miller and Sienna Melville at the turn. But it's really tight coming up towards the finish now. They've got about half a length to go. Still lane 3 that has the advantage, Isla Dobson. Kintyre swimmer up along, but they're all battling to finish here. And look, keep an eye on lane 1. Lane 2 got that. Anna Lee from Stirling Swimming. Ella Cunningham in behind her, and Emma Miller in third place. 104.55, 104.58 and 104.73. Shows how tight that was in that heat as we move on to heat 3. So we move on to heat 3, lane 1, Amy Dobson from Kingston. 2, Zoe Crawford, Falkirk. 3, Emma Binney, Inverclyde. 4, Emily Dickens, City of Glasgow. 5, Anna Campbell, City of Glasgow. And 6, Lisa McNair from Stirling Swimming. So really not much between these girls in at the turn there. 30-37, 30-41, 30-95. There are top 3 turning it there. All to fight for, heading down towards the finish. Lane 4, Emily Dickens looks like she may have the advantage, but she'll need to watch. Anna Campbell in lane 5, she now has the advantage. Anna Campbell, Emily Dickens. I think that'll be your 1 and 2 as the girls go into the finish. And lane 6 finishing in 3rd place, Lisa McNair. So Anna Campbell, Emily Dickens, Lisa McNair, 103.44, 104.43 and 104.84. Another tight finish there.
On to our 4th and final heat. Lane 1, Amber Hinton, Dumfries. 2, Sophia Machin, City of Glasgow. No swimmer in 3. 4, Molly Amber Watson from Dumfries. And 6, Millie Colvin from Dumfries. The near side lane starting faster here. Amber Hinton, Sophia Machin. First to the turn. It's actually lane 4, Molly Urban Watson, 29.45. Then it was Sabrina Machin, 29.88. So coming through strongly here towards the finish, Molly Urban Watson. She led at the first turn and looks like she's going to complete this in the lead. But challenged in lane 1 by Amber Hinton, but she does take it 101.50. Amber 101.98. And 3rd, Sophia Machin, 102.08.
And we move on to event 304. This is the males 11 to 18, 200 metre butterfly. We have 4 heats of this. We have 4 heats, so lane 1. Sorry, this is heat 1. Lane 1, Ollie Jeffords, Ren 96. Empty lane 2. 3, Jay McKinnon, Western Bartonshire. 4, empty lane 5, Lewis Watson, East Kilbride. So after the first 50, it is lane 3, the Western Bartonshire swimmer Jay McKinnon, who led the field into the turn there. Just turn away from the pool for a moment. I can give you the results for event 301, the girls 11 to 13, 400 metre IM. First place, Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. Her teammate, Sarah McGuffey, in second. And third, Rent 96, Ella Craig. 14-year-old girls, first place, Daisy Gilday, City of Glasgow. Second, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire. Third, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries. 15-year-old girls. First place, Evie Mackey, Lanark. Second, Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow. Third, Lucy Hunter, Hamilton Bath, 16-year-old girls. First place, Rebecca Strachan, City of Glasgow. 7 to 18-year-olds. First place, Rebecca Somerville, Ren 96. Second, Thea Glenn. Third, Katie Watson, both City of Glasgow. And we look back to the pool now. And it is lane 5. Lewis Watson, the East Kilbride swimmer, who has the advantage as the boys go into the final turn ahead of Western Berkshires' Jay McKinnon. So Lewis Watson, Jay McKinnon, Ollie Jeffords, all turned and heading for home now. The East Kilbride swimmer still has the advantage. Still has out East Kilbride's Lewis Watson. He will finish in first and fret ahead of Jay McKinnon, our early leader in this 200 metres. And there he finishes now in a time of 2:47.49, an improvement on his entry time. He'll be pleased with that. 2:50.54 for Jay McKinnon, and in comes our Ren 96 Ollie Jeffords to complete Heat 1 in a time of 2:59.57.
Okay, this is Heat 2. Lane 1, Regan Shaw, Cumbernauld. 2, his teammate Alexandru Vasilos. Lane 3, Scott Watson, East Kilbride. 4, Luca Chisholm, Ren 96. 5, Kyle Mossman, City of Glasgow. 6, Stepan Nasjuk from Stranraer. So, entry times here ranging from 2:43.40 to 2:49.66. Quickest over the first 50 is lane 6, Stepan Nasjuk's 32.63. Pretty close though for that first 50 between Stepan's and Scott Watson. Okay, we'll get some more results to give you. Boys 100 freestyle, 11 to 13 category. Third, Jack Kivlin, Ren 96. Second, Jensen Basketer, City Glasgow. First, Yasin Hatab from Dumfries. So a good first half there by Stepan's, 1:11.75. This is split there. Second in lane 3, Scott Watson, 1:13.10, so about a second and a half back. Third place over in 5, Kyle Mossman. So we'll see how the arms fare over the next 150 or so. This is where it really starts to hurt. Sorry, 75 metres I should say. This is where it starts to hurt in the 200 metre butterfly. So Stepan's Stranraer swimmer with that orange cap over in lane 6 turns first into the final 50 metres, 1:56.01. But a 3-second advantage now over Alexandru. It's Kyle Mossman in second. So Stepan's and then Kyle and Scott Watson. That's a 1-2-3 currently. Making a challenge now in lane 1, Regan Shaw, the Cumbernauld swimmer. He's found a bit of energy here towards the finish. See if he can keep that going. Also coming through lane 4, Luca Chisholm. But it looks like Stepan's might just about hang on, but coming through now is Kyle Mossman in 5. And Kyle Mossman is overtaken as he goes under the flags here, and it's the City of Glasgow swimmer who will take it. 2:42.78 for Kyle. We don't have a time coming in for Stepan's, but I'm sure he got second spot. Should be a 2:48 for thirds. And that's Regan Shaw, but we'll just wait for the results to be confirmed. There we go. 2:42.78 second, Stepan's 2:44.17 thirds, Regan Shaw 2:48.19.
So we're moving on to Heat 3, Lane 1, Murray Johnson, Ren 96, 2, Kieran Brown, City of Glasgow, 3, Tom Jeffords, Ren 96, 4, Jude Mowbray, City of Glasgow, and his teammate Dylan McShane goes in lane, I beg your pardon, it's an empty lane 5, my apologies. It's his teammate Brodie Lydon who swims in lane 6, he's 14-year-old from City of Glasgow. So at the first turn it is lane 3, Tom Jeffords, Ren 96, leading the field, 30.81, over a second, just over a second advantage at that turn. So I'll complete some results. So event 302. So 14-year-old boys, first place Angus Woods, Kintyre, second Brodie Lydon, City of Glasgow, and teammate Andrew Patterson in third place. 15-year-old boys, first place Finlay Hiddleston, Dumfries, second Fraser van der Meulen, Stirling Swimming, and third Carl Mossman, City of Glasgow. 16-year-old boys, first place Rhys Edwards, Dumfries, second Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth, third Dean Bagatti, Hamilton Baths. 7 to 18-year-old boys, first place Logan van der Meulen, Stirling Swimming, second Alex Black, Falkirk Otter, and third Marcus Blake, City of Glasgow. So let's go back to the pool, and it is lane 3. Our leader from the start, Tom Jeffords, who will turn first at the final turn. In behind him, lane 4, Jude Mowbray from City of Glasgow. Tom has turned 1:43.38 at the turn there. 16 years of age to entry time 2:24, already qualified for SNAGS, so he'll be looking to improve on that. Jude Mowbray. He's looking for a qualification time here. He's just sitting just outside that at the moment. Tom Jeffords comes in now to the closing meters. Jude Mowbray will finish in behind him. And third place, I think, will be lane 2, City of Glasgow's Kieran Brown. Tom Jeffords finished there at a time of 2:25.40. Jude Mowbray 2:29.65. Just missed out on his qualifying time there as lane 2 comes in to finish. Kieran Brown in third place in a time of 2:42.10. That completes heat 3.
Okay, this is a fourth and final heat. Lane 1, Aaron Steele, East Kilbride. 2, Alfie Churches, City of Glasgow. 3, Nikolai Cisnet, City of Glasgow. No swimmer in 4. 5, Ewan Watson, Renfrew Baths, and no swimmer in 6. So quickest here, Nikolai, 2:17.80. A very impressive entry time for 14-year-olds. Well within the qualification for SNAGS already. And it is Nikolai who turned first, 30.32, just behind Nikolai Aaron Steele. So Nikolai in the lead at the moment, not comfortably so quite yet. Alfie Churches alongside Nikolai, the 18-year-old from City of Glasgow. So could be Alfie that turns first. It is 1:05.13 for Alfie. Alfie's entry is a 2:22.48, so he has a consideration time. The qualification time in his age category is a 2:19.20. Also going well in one still, Aaron Steele. So Aaron's entry, just he needs to make up about 0.3 of a second to get a consideration. Entry 2:23.60, and he needs to get that down by 0.22 to 2:23.38. So is Nikolai into the final turn? 1:41.65 over 1:42.41, so 0.8 of a second between Nikolai and Alfie. And Aaron Steele just sticking with them. So Nikolai Cisnet still looking strong here towards the finish. So Nikolai, Alfie, Aaron look like the 1, 2, 3. Unless something can change in this final stretch. But I think Nikolai will take it. So Nikolai Cisnet takes that one. 2:18.84 for Nikolai, 2:19.34 for Alfie, and 2:21.59 for Aaron Steele. Good time there, and that's a consideration time for Snags for Aaron Steele. So we'll just wait till these results are official.
So we move on to event 305. This is the turn of the females 200 metre butterfly. We have no swimmers in lane 1 and 2. 3, Orlith Jeffrey, Lanark. 2, Lucy McGovern, Kingston, and start that again. 3, Orlith Jeffrey, Lanark. 4, Lucy McGovern, Kingston, and 5, Taya Laidlaw, Dumfries. Our entry times for these three girls, 2:58, 3:07. Let's have a wee look at what they need to do to get consideration times for Snags. So Taya is our youngest swimmer, 12 years of age. So she's looking at improving by over 6.5 seconds. She needs to get a 3:01.07. Our 14-year-olds are chasing a 2:54.30 for a consideration time for Snags in a couple of weeks' time. And coming down to the halfway mark, it's Orlith Jeffrey and Lucy McGovern. Orlith just has the advantage over Lucy at the moment, and she will go into the turn first. 1:21.03 for her against 1:21.87. So really nothing to write home about between these two girls. Turning in third place is lane 5, Taya Laidlaw, 1:28.12. Our youngest swimmer, as I said a moment ago, in this heat, and indeed the youngest swimmer in this event, as we're looking at 14 and above in heat 2. So two girls heading down towards the final turn in their 200 metre butterfly this afternoon. Keep going to say this morning and realising that's not correct. So going into the turn first, lane 4, 2:08.39, 2:10.37 between first. So really not much between first and second place with a 2:10.37. It's a 2:08. Down to the halfway mark of their last last length, and it's lane 4, Lucy McGovern. But Alice Jeffrey moving back, and she's getting back that advantage that she had earlier on, really motoring in these final metres. Got herself a body length advantage going into the finish there in a time of 2:53.69, 2:55.43 for Lucy McGovern. And let's hear it as our youngest swimmer comes in to complete her 200 IM. Taya Laidlaw from Dumfries, finishing there in a time of 3:10.72. Wait for the results to be confirmed. Looks like
okay, this is our second and final heat. Lane 1, Alicia Thompson, Cumbernauld. 2, Olivia Caldwell, City of Glasgow. 3, Amy Rowell, City of Glasgow. 4, Leah Rafferty, Western Bartonshire. 5, Anna Campbell, City of Glasgow. 6, Niamh Quinn from Kintyre. So we have Amy Rowell as the fastest qualifier here, 2:38.50, already secure with her SNAGS time. There's, I think all the rest are chasing either a consideration or a qualification. It's lane 5, out quickest, Anna Campbell, 34.33. So Anna has an entry of 2:51.20. She needs to get that down by about 4 seconds for a SNAGS consideration time. So the 15-year-old SNAGS consideration is 2:47.65. 16-year-olds is 2:44.80. So it is lane 3 after 100 metres. Amy Rowell, 1:15.77. And in second, Anna Campbell, 1:17.84. Going well in lane 2 as well is Olivia Caldwell. So Alicia, Olivia and Anna are all 15. Leah Rafferty, Niamh Quinn 16 and Amy Rowell 14. Impressive swim here from Amy Rowell. She's clear in the lead now, ahead of the rest of the field. It's very tight for second place. There's 3 swimmers all on a line here. So 3 swimmers in 2:04 at the turn. So Olivia Caldwell and Leah Rafferty and also Anna Campbell. So Amy Rowell won't be caught at this stage. But in second place, it's looking pretty interesting between lanes 2 and 4. Olivia Caldwell, Leah Rafferty, I should say. But Amy Rowell takes that one, 2:39.27 for Amy, and it's going to go right to the wire between lanes 2 and 4, Olivia and Leah, and it is Olivia Caldwell, 2:48.23, Leah Rafferty, 2:48.26. And our final swimmer coming in to complete, I should say, 200 fly. And we now move on to 50-metre backstroke for the boys. There will be 4 heats. Results for you while we get the backstroke ledges in place. Girls 100-metre freestyle, 11:13. Lula Milne, City of Glasgow 3rd, Sarah McGuffey 2nd, Charlotte Craig 1st. In the 14-year-olds, Amy Dobson third, Casey Dixon second, Amber Hinton first. In the 15-year-olds, Ella Cunningham third, Anna Campbell second, Molly Urban-Watson first. 16-year-olds, Emma Miller third, Anna Lee second, Millie Colvin first. 17-18, Zoe Crawford third, Emily Dickens second, Sabrina Machin in first place. So go and collect your medals when you can, girls. Some more results for the boys 200 metre butterfly. 14-year-olds, third place, Brodie Lydon, City of Glasgow. Second, Stephen Nastiuk, Stranraer. First, Nikolai Sisnett, City of Glasgow. In the 15-year-olds, second place, Jay McKinnon. First, Kyle Mossman. 16-year-olds, third, Ewan Watson. Second, Jude Mowbray. First, Tom Jeffords. And in the 17 to 18, second, Aaron Steele. And first, Alfie Churches.
And this is event 306, as Stuart said. This is heat 1 of 4. Lane 1, Brian Fitzpatrick, West Dunbartonshire. 2, Cameron Hamill, North Ayrshire. 3, Findlay Hiddleston, Dumfries. 4, James Gillis, City of Glasgow. 5, Theo Sterica, South Ayrshire. And 6, Christopher Mackay, Renfrew Baths. Going into the wall fairly tight, but I think it will be lane 2. Indeed it is, 32.20 for Cameron Hamill, followed by Findlay Hiddleston, 32.68, and James Gillis in a time of 33.25. 1, 2 and 3.
Okay, we're on to heat 2. There's no swimmer in lane 1, so lanes 2 through to 6. James Stewart, Max Miller, Cameron Gill, Daniel Convery, Rory Duncan. It's like lane 4, Cameron with a slender lead at this stage. Over lane 5, Daniel. And coming through strong in 6, Rory Duncan. Difficult to tell from this position, but it is lane 4, 31.59 for Cameron Gill, 31.80 Rory Duncan, and 31.86 from Daniel Convery.
And heat 3, lane 1, Nathan Findlay. 2, Rhys Edwards. 3, Thomas Ingalls. 4, Fraser van der Meulen. 5, Cole Morrison. And 6, Tom Jeffords. Looks like it's the centre of the pool. 3, 4 and 5 have the advantage. Watch lane 6 coming through really well. Our winner's going to come from either 3, 4, 5 or 6. Looks to me from this there might be 4. And it is 30.44 for Fraser van der Meulen. In behind him, Thomas Ingalls, 31.25, and Cole Morrison in third, 31.71.
This is the fourth and final heat. Lane 1, Alex Black, no swimmer in 2. 3, Adam Scott. 4, Logan van der Meulen. 5, Adam Hill. And 6, Alex Tinch. Cracking start in 4, Logan van der Meulen. Adam Scott is the quickest entry, 27.60. Looks like Logan, good half a body length up, I should say, and he's storming this one. And Logan van der Meulen will take it. It's 27.44. In second place, Adam Scott, 29.20. Third, Adam Hill, 30.53.
And this is the event 307. It's now the turn of the females, 15 to 18 for the 50-metre backstroke. So this is heat 1 of 4. Lane 1, Neve Brooks. 2, Madison Gurley. 3, Ella Cunningham. 4, Rachel McGavin. 5, Sienna Melville. And an empty lane 6. Looks like lane 3, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow, has the advantage as the girls go into the closing metres of this 50-metre race for them. But let's watch lane 4 coming through really well. Also lane 1, so that went to lane 4. Rachel McGavin for Hamilton Bath. Second, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow. And third, Neve Brooks, East Kilbride.
This is heat 2. Lane 1, Susanna Curran, Kilmarnock. 2, Cara Gumbro, Ren 96. 3, Lisa McNair, Stirling. 5, Thea Glenn, City Glasgow. 6, Addison Cole, Hamilton. Good start in lane 3. Lisa McNair, she's in the lead at the moment. And the wee tussle going on in 5 and 6. Thea Glenn, Addison Cole. And also in 1 going well, Susanna Curran. So we'll see who gets the touch. Looks like Lisa McNair will get it. And is Lisa McNair, 33.29. Second, Susanna Curran, 34.28. And third, Addison Cole, 34.78.
And heat 3, lane 1, Emily Dickens. 2, Lucy McLaughlin. 3, Victoria Grabowska. Empty lane 4, 5, Sophie Steele. And 6, empty lane. Good start there in the centre of the pool, but let's watch Sophie Steele, the South Ayrshire swimmer, over in lane 5. She has the advantage over the field as they go into the closing metres of their 50-metre race. I think this will be Sophie Steele's race. And indeed it is, at a time of 32.81. Victoria Grabowska in behind her, 33.67. And in third place, Emily Dickens, 34.51.
This is the fourth and final heat. Lanes 1 through to 6, Abigail Crawford, Leah Rafferty, Zoe Crawford, Sabrina Machin, Isla Dobson, Kirsty Gilmore. Looks like Sabrina Machin with her nose in front just now, pretty close across the pool though. This is anyone's at the moment really. Sabrina Machin over Isla Dobson, possibly 1 and 2 just now. And coming up in 3, Zoe Crawford. And it is Isla Dobson who takes it, Zoe Crawford second, and it was Abigail Crawford in third. 33.08, 33.10, 33.33. So we could have a little bit of checking of the times here, so we'll just hang on till these results are made official. Okay, looks like that's the confirmed result. We're now moving on to the 1500 metre freestyle. And that's for the boys. We'll have 2 heats. Okay, now we move on to, as I said before, the 1500 metre freestyle. And we have 5 swimmers in Heat 1. Blair Wilson of Stirling Swim in Lane 1. Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow in 2. Cooper Slosh, Ren 96 in 4. Samuel Ruff, City of Glasgow in 5. And Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow in 6. So it's lane 4 at these early stages. Cooper Sloss in the lead. A fairly quick start for a 1500 across the pool, but he's going to relax in a little bit into the stroke now. So the entry times in this one, 18:33.5 through to 19:18. So after 100 metres there, it's lane 4 in the lead. Cooper Sloss, Ren 96. It's a 1:07.41. So for those who prefer to ditch the minutes and the timings, 67 seconds. So we should see the pace drop back from that, because the first 100 metres is always faster with the dives. We'll keep an eye on these SNAGS consideration and qualification times. So Samuel Ruff in lane 5, who's 13, starting with the youngest swimmer. Consideration time for Samuel Looks like he's well qualified because he has an 18:56. And the qualification's 20 minutes 02, so he's qualified already. Looks like Aaron Machen's already qualified as well. So Cooper Sloss has a consideration in the 15-year-old category, but looking for a qualification, as Andrew Patterson. 200 metre mark, 2:22.71. So just by a fraction now, or less than a second, Cooper Sloss over Andrew Patterson. So Blair Wilson in lane 1, the 16-year-olds, currently on a 19:08.85. So 16-year-olds consideration time is 18:14.45. So Blair looking for an improvement on his entry here to try and make that consideration. So it's Andrew Patterson now in the lead after 2:50. Andrew Patterson, the 14-year-old. Andrew's entry 19:18.70. So he has a consideration time, but the qualification is 18:47.40. So he will be chasing that qualification. So after 300, it's 3:37.16. A couple of seconds ahead. Andrew is of Cooper Sloss, 3:39.13. Third, Aaron Machen, 3:39. I think that was 89. So things often to and fro between the swimmers over such a distance. We'll see how this progresses. Quite an interesting race, the 1500. And looks like a little burst of speed over the last 50 metres there from Andrew Patterson, currently pacing around 9:50-ish for the finish on current pacing. Sorry, that would be the 800 pacing. The 1500 pacing is about 18:31. So that would be quite an improvement on entry for Andrew, who's a 19:18 entry. So we'll see how that goes as it progresses. So Andrew Patterson, the 400 mark, 4:52.56. In lane 2, Aaron Machen now moved up a position, 4:55.37. In lane 4, Cooper Sloss, 4:57.31. And then we've got Blair Wilson, 4:59.71, and Samuel Ruff, 5:03.11. So the pace has dropped a little bit over the last 100 metres. It was going, the pacing was around about 74 seconds, now it's dropped to 75. Good strong swimming here in the first third of the race though. So Andrew Patterson still in front, Aaron Machen in second. So two young swimmers, two 14-year-olds, Andrew Patterson and Aaron Machen, leading the fields. So Andrew Patterson is really taking this one on. It's early part of the race, so 500 metres, we'll see what the split time is, 6:07.18. Aaron Machen 6:10.07, and Cooper Sloss 6:14.34. So actually quicken up the pace there again to about 74 seconds. I'll hand over to Jackie for the next part of the race.
Thank you, Stuart. Yes, we're now into the second third of the race. 500 metres completed. And it is still City of Glasgow Andrew Patterson leading from his teammate Aaron Machen. A long way to go, so you can see the lap cards at the far end of the pool. 19 lengths still to go. It's Andrew Patterson turning first. Just over a 3-second lead from his teammate Aaron Machin at this stage of the race, and Stuart said Andrew really has taken this on. So Aaron already has a qualifying time. Andrew has the consideration time. Aaron will be looking to improve his qualification, and Andrew will be hunting down a qualification time. At the moment, we'll look at this once he turns. Turning first, 7:22.60. Still that 4-second gap between Andrew and Aaron. We're looking at a 75 pacing, so a little bit slower than the previous 100. Finish time around the 18:41. So, and that will be around about what Andrew needs, isn't it? 18:41, he's 14 years of age, so he needs 18:47. So if he can keep this going, he'll certainly get his qualification time. Andrew turns ahead of Aaron. The gap's closed a little bit, it's under 4 seconds now between those two boys. And in behind them, two boys in third place, Blair Wilson and Cooper Sloss from Ren 96. Andrew will come in and turn first at 700 metres, 8:38.02. Let's have a look at this pacing. Oh, it's slowing up now. It's down around, no, hang on a second, we'll just correct our information and get that, but he's still leading his teammate, Aaron Machin. From Sterling Swimming, Blair Wilson in lane 1. Just, I think, has the advantage over Ren 96, Cooper Sloss. For third place. So just corrected now, we're still looking at a pacing around 75, so it's fairly consistent over the last 200 metres. 4 seconds, just under 4 seconds between our two leaders, Andrew Patterson, Aaron Machin. Turning in third, lane 4, Cooper Sloss. In behind him, really nothing between him and Blair Wilson in third for third place. So coming down to the turn after 800 metres. Let's check the pacing here. Andrew turns 9:53.76. 9:59.06. So Aaron is slowly closing that. 3 seconds there. And still looking at around about an 18:43 finish. Early 1840s certainly, as the pace continues fairly consistently around 75 for the last 100 metres. It's still Blair Wilson in third, Cooper Sloss in fourth. And Samuel Ruff coming in behind them. Gaps wide in between first and second place at the moment. Some 6 seconds, I think, was the board was showing for the times for the two leaders at the turn, coming down to 900 metres. It looks like in the pool the gap has widened between Andrew and Aaron Machin. See what the time difference is between second and third as we turn. Andrew's turned 11:09.14. There we go, nearly just under 7 seconds of a difference between first and second. And then we have a 6-second gap between second and third, 2 seconds between third and fourth, as Blair Wilson comfortably into third place ahead of the Ren 96 swimmer in lane 4. Andrew continues leading the field. 11 lengths to go. He'll discuss his race plan with his coach. He knows what he's got to do. As I said earlier, he'll be chasing that time for SNAGS. Coming up close on the heels of Aaron Machin is Blair Wilson in lane 1. Andrew comes in, 1,000 metres completed, 12:24.87 for Andrew at the turn there. Still looking around an 18:43 finish. Aaron, 12:34. Blair Wilson, 12:36. So Blair is closing the gap between himself and Aaron Machin as this race progresses. So we're into the last 500 metres and I'll pass you over to Stuart.
Thanks, Jackie. It's been an impressive swim from Andrew Patterson. He's really taken this one on. Looking around about 18:43, 18:44 in the current pacing. So that's well underneath entry of 19:18. We can keep this pace going. It's looking close for second spot now. Blair Wilson, Aaron Machin. So Aaron was in a fairly secure second for a while, but Blair's made a move over the last couple of 100 metres or so. So a good contest going on in these lanes. Andrew Patterson, 13:40.88 at 1100 metres. So just the pace dropping a touch. He's around about 76 second pace now. Second place with that surge in pace over the previous 100 metres, Blair Wilson from Stirling Swim. So Blair, 16-year-old. So his entry is 19:08.85. So 16-year-old, I think I mentioned at the start, consideration time is 18:14. So that's possibly a bit of a stretch for Blair on the current pacing, but he will be looking to improve on that entry time of 19:08.85. Andrew Patterson, he's had a very steady swim here. He's been looking around about the 75 and a half second mark fairly consistently through the race, and this will be the 1200 metre mark in approaches. And in his turn there, 14:56.70, so under 15 minutes. So pacing round about 18:44. Again, picked up just a touch, 0.2 of a second over the previous 100. Second place, Blair Wilson. Third, Aaron Machin. So a 7-second gap now between second and thirds. So Blair has obviously had the plan to go steady for a while and then pick up the pace during this part of the race. Well, they're back in the pool. It's lane 4, Cooper Sloss. Samuel Ruff, the 13-year-old. In lane 5, he's going well. Samuel's entry, 18:56. So he's going to have to drop that time to 18:44. He's going to get a SNAGS. Sorry, that's wrong. I've looked at the 15 rather than 13-year-old time, so apologies there. I'll give you that update in a little minute. So it's 16:12.99 there on the 1300 metre split. So around about 76, just over 76 seconds for the previous 100 for Andrew. So just dropping off a touch. He'll be looking to lift that pace towards the finish. So before I was talking about Samuel Ruff being 13, so his entry time of 18:56.60 is already quite a comfortable qualification time for Scottish Nationals. Cooper Sloss, round 96, 18:33, 50 entry. So again, fairly comfortable consideration time in the bag. We're not looking for that qualification, 18:12.07. That's going to be tough to obtain, but hoping to improve on the entry anyway. So coming up to the bell here, 100 to go. Andrew Patterson, he's been impressive right from the start of this race. 17:28.64. Now looking around about an 18:44 finish. We'll see if he can pick up the pace, if he's got anything left in the arms and legs towards the finish here. And making a good bit of ground up here is Blair Wilson in lane 1. So Blair is now charging towards the finish. He won't catch Andrew, but he will significantly pick up the pace, I feel, over this last stretch of the race. So Andrew Patterson into his final turn. And Blair Wilson, really it's not that far behind now, it's 5 seconds. So I could eat my words here. If he keeps this pace going, he might just about catch Andrew Patterson unless Andrew lifts it. Well, I think he's spotted the danger. He's facing the right way. Andrew Patterson, entry time of 19:18.7. And a very impressive swim here. And Andrew Patterson, 18:40.38. And that has secured that SNAGS qualification time for Andrew. 18:47.17 for Blair Wilson in lane 1. Really strong finish there. And also a good finish, Aaron Machin, 18:59.07. 19:01.08. Cooper Sloss, and a good finish there in lane 5. Samuel Ruff, 19:04.37.
So we move on to the second heat of event 308. Lane 1, Finlay Watson, East Kilbride. 2, Kyle Connolly, City of Glasgow. 3, Kai Connolly, City of Glasgow. 4, Gregor Skinner, Bowness. 5, Cole Murphy, City of Glasgow. And 6, Tyler Stewart, East Kilbride. So we saw a qualification time bagged in the last heat for the winner, Andrew Patterson, for SNAGS. Let's have a look at what we've got here. So qualification time already in the bag for Kyle Connolly. Consideration times for Kai Connolly, Gregor Skinner and Cole Murphy. So they'll be looking for their qualification times if they can. So after the first 100, coming into turn first. Lane 2, 104.18. So that's Kyle Connolly. His entry time qualifies him at 15 years of age. So the qualifying time at 15 is 18:12.07, as you can see from the start sheets. 15:57, so well within that. But he will be looking to improve his time if he can this afternoon. It's still Kyle Connolly, beg your pardon, taking the boys into the turn there with 27 lengths still to go, so 150 metres completed. Connolly with the advantage, but lane 4, Gregor Skinner moving through. I think it's still Kyle that has the advantage as the boys go into the turn, but all fairly tight between lanes 1, 2, 3 and 4 at the moment. 2:16.06, 2:16.13, 2:16.63. Really nothing to write home about as a split between the top 3 at the moment, with 200 metres completed. Gregor Skinner who's taken the lead now at that turn at the far end there. But there is a long way to go for these boys. They all have a race plan in their heads. Gregor Skinner is our oldest swimmer, 18 years of age. 17:34 was his entry time, so that's a consideration time in the 17 to 18-year-old age group. So he'll be hunting down a qualification time. Gregor turns first there ahead of Kyle Connolly in lane 2, and with Kai Connolly splitting them, in between them and in third place at the turn. Let's have a look at what the pace is doing. It's pretty steady at the moment, around 71. Anticipated finish time of around 17:47. Gregor Skinner, Kai Connolly. Kyle Connolly in third now. So it's the bonus swimmer, Gregor Skinner, leading us in after 400 metres. Time there, 4:39.77. So but the pace has slowed a little. We're looking around a 72. Finished time of around 17:53. That's 400 metres. Lots can happen over the next 1100. Still, it's lane 4. Gregor Skinner turning there ahead of Kai Connolly. And in turn ahead of Kyle Connolly. So really no change in our top 3. As the boys will come down to the 500 metre turn with a third of their race completed. Let's have a look and see what's happening in behind them. So we've got lane 1, Finlay Watson just has the advantage over Tyler Stewart, his teammate over there in lane 6. So now lane 3, Kai Connolly takes the lead at 500 metres ahead of Kyle Connolly. McGregor just dropping back just a fraction. It is lane 1, 5:58.18 at the turn for him in 4th place and behind the top 3. So as the boys are all now moved into the second 500, I'll pass you over to Stuart.
Thanks, Jackie. Good contest in these lanes 2, 3 and 4, and all the boys locked together really. Looks as if in lane 3, Kai Connolly's just nudged up now. But the pace did drop a touch. It was going around about 71, then 72, and then the last one almost 74 seconds between 4 and 500. So we'll see if they now steady that pace or pick up again. Kai Connolly, Gregor Skinner, and then Kyle Connolly. Just holding on to this this group at the moment as well. But it is Kai Connolly now, about a body length ahead at the 600 metres, 7:07.24. Looks as if he made a move there. Around about the same, just maybe a half a second quicker over the previous 100, pacing just under 74 seconds. So Kai Connolly, 17-year-old, so he has a safe consideration time, but going for the qualification, which is a 17:07.13. Doesn't look as if the current pacing is aligned to that, unless there's a good pickup of pace over the next part of this race. Pacing at the moment for 18:09. But that can all change as the boys pick up during different sections of the race. Still that body length ahead, Kai Connolly, but it looks like Kai and then Kyle now. So it's Kai Connolly and Kyle Connolly, both City of Glasgow swimmers. So 8:20.8 is the split there at 800 metres. Sorry, 700 metres. Kai Connolly still swimming as City of Glasgow, but he has transferred now to East Kilbride. Still got that City of Glasgow entry, possibly the last one before he swaps over to East Kilbride. So you'll spot here that he has got the East Kilbride cap on, so he's already moved to that club and training there. So Kai Connolly now has stretched ahead a little bit over that last 100 metres. Looks as if he's picked up the pace. 9:34.55. And, well, actually it's round about the same, so it looks as if the other two have maybe dropped off a touch. Kyle Connolly, he's not far off where he was, but maybe just dropped back a little bit. Gregor Skinner certainly has dropped off from the top two now. Could be just keeping something back, but he shouldn't keep too much back if he's trying to stay in contention at the top. Coming up well as well in lane one now, Finlay Watson. He's over in sixth, Taylor Stewart. So Kai Connolly, then Kyle Connolly. I would say there's a bit more water opened up, so Kai is looking the stronger of the two swimmers at the moment, but that can all change. See what the split time is. 10:48.88 at the 900 metre mark. So, and maybe just dropping off the pace by just over half a second. So we're talking around about 74 seconds now. It was a very fast start. The first 100 metres 1:04, and then it went to 1:11, so 64, 71, and it's just gradually worked its way up to 74 seconds. So Kai, then Kyle. A former Glasgow swimmer. Now he's Kilbride against another Glasgow swimmer. And moving into third place now in lane one, Finlay Watson from East Kilbride, 17-year-old, so he's making a move. now at the 1k mark, 12:03.62. Over 12:05.72, so a 2-second gap between 1 and 2, Kai and Kyle. And third, it's now Finlay Watson up into third place by about 3 seconds, so he's really sped up in that previous 100 metres. And I'll hand back to Jackie for the last part of the race.
Thank you, Stuart. So quite a bit of a change over that last 500 metres from when I last spoke with you. And going up into the turn at the far end there, it is Kai Connolly, 12:41.38. Just under a 2-second advantage from Kyle Connolly, his former teammate at the City of Glasgow. As Stuart was referring to, Finlay Watson has really moved through the field and up into third place now. So coming down to 1100 metres. Kai Connolly ahead of Kyle Connolly. 13:19, 13:20. Kyle Connolly is closing that gap. Just over 1 second between the two boys. Finlay Watson, 13:26.91. So the pace is dropping, in fact. The last 100 was around 75 as opposed to 74 the last time. Sorry, for the previous 100. So 7 lengths to go. The boys have turned at the far end, and Kyle Connolly is really closing that gap with Kai Connolly. Just around half a second now, and we can see that in the water as Kyle Connolly comes up alongside Kai Connolly. Finlay Watson still in third. Gregor Skinner and Tyler Stewart just about alongside each other there. And it is now Kyle from City of Glasgow who's taken the lead, 14:34.72 there. About half a second ahead of Kai. Pace is around just over 75. It's just about 4/100ths of a second faster than the previous 100. So we are looking at a estimated finish time of around 18:20 for these two boys at the moment. But it is Kyle who will go into the turn. 250 metres to go. Ahead of Kai in lane 3. Finlay Watson in behind them. There's about a 5-second gap between second and third place at the moment. And then it's East Kilbride's Tyler Stewart ahead of Gregor Skinner. Not much between those two boys. But it is Kyle Connolly who has taken the advantage and stretched that. Now 15:49 for him, 12:15.52. So he's got about just under 2.5 seconds around and about advantage now over second place Kai Connolly. Finlay Watson continues to swim well. So the pace has picked up now with Kyle taking the mantle, leading the field around 74, so a whole second faster than previous 100. As the boys go down to the 150 to the turn with 150 metres to go, they will hear the bell when they come up to the top end of the pool. But it is I beg your pardon, start that again. It's Kyle Connolly ahead of Kai Connolly. Moving ahead with every stroke is the 15-year-old from City of Glasgow, entered on a qualifying time of 17:57.71 for SNAGS. He will be looking to improve that And it is Kyle that hears the bell first. He turns, 100 metres to go, 17:03.35. Kai Connolly, 17:10.98. Finley Watson is coming up alongside Kai Connolly now, 17:11.56 for him, I think that was, before the board cleared. Tyler Stewart turns for the last 100. Gregor Skinner turns. Cole Murphy turns. 100 metres to go for those three boys. Less than that now, as our leader has turned and is heading for home. It is City of Glasgow's Kyle Connolly. Let's keep an eye on the clock. I don't think he's going to improve. He's not going to improve on his qualification time for SNAGS this afternoon, but has timed his race really well. Sat in behind Kai Connolly for some considerable time and then made his move and finishes there in a time of 18:15.53, and it will be the East Kilbride's Finley Watlerson who will finish in second place in a time of 18:25.60, as Kai Connolly comes in to finish his race this afternoon in a time of 18:29.29, I beg your pardon. And that concludes the 1500 metre freestyle, event 308. We move on to the last event of the session 3, which is 309, and the 14 to 18-year-old female 200 metre IM with 3 heats.
This is heat 1. Lane 1, Amy Dobson, Kingston. 2, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen. 3, Katie Watson, City of Glasgow. 4, Evie Chan, Ren 96. 5, Rachel McGavin, Hamilton. 6, Emma Imrie, South Ayrshire. Evie Chan, quickest on entry, 2:40.6. Good start here in lane 1, Amy Dobson. Strong on the butterfly. I think she'll touch first. It does, 34.14, not far behind Evie Chan, 34.54 as they go into the backstroke. So again, these girls will be chasing qualification and consideration times. So it looks like Evie Chan is already secure with consideration just a fraction off qualification, so 2:41.3 is the qualification. She's entered 2:40.6. And it's Casey Dixon, the Rutherglen swimmer, a really strong backstroke there from Casey. She's well in the lead at the halfway point, 1:13.55. So Casey's entered in a 2:42.04. So again, she's got the consideration of 2:46.14, but 2:41.30 is that qualification for the 14-year-olds. And it's all levelling out again on the breaststroke. Coming through well in lane 1, Amy Dobson. So in lanes 4 and 5, Evie Chan, Rachel McGavin. So it looks like they've all nudged now ahead of Casey. This breaststroke leg. So a really good breaststroke by Rachel McGavin, 16-year-old from Hamilton. So consideration for 16-year-olds is 2:38.36. Rachel sitting in a 2:42 on entry. So it looks like Rachel McGavin versus Evie Chan, but coming through as well in 1, Amy Dobson. So 3 in contention as they come towards the finish, but moving out into the lead now, Evie Chan, 14-year-old from Ren 96. So Evie Chan will take this one. So it looks like Evie Chan, 2:41.50, and then second, Amy Dobson, 2:43.10. Third, Rachel McGavin, 2:44.61. Out in lane 6, Emma Imrie, our para swimmer from South Ayrshire, entered in 3:17.80. So Emma Imrie, she's been competing in a variety of events over these 2 days. Now coming into the close of our 200 IM. So we'll see what time Emma touches on here. We haven't quite got that time up yet. We'll get that confirmed shortly. It's a time of 3:20.4 for Emma.
And we move on to Heat 2, Lane 1, Emma Binney, Inverclyde, 2, Victoria Grabowska, Western Bartonshire, 3, Zuzia Smith, Grangemouth, 4, Lucy Hunter, Hamilton Baths, 5, Kaylin Chan, for N96, and her teammate Rebecca Somerville goes in Lane 6. So the results for event 305, the 11 to 13 200 metre butterfly. First place, Taya Laidlaw, Dumfries. 14-year-old girls, 1, Amy Rowell, City of Glasgow. 2, Orlith Jeffrey, Lanark. 3, Lucy McGovern, Kingston. 15-year-old girls, first place, Olivia Caldwell, City of Glasgow. Her teammate Anna Campbell in second place, and Alicia Thompson, Cumbernauld in third. 16-year-old girls, first place, Leah Rafferty, Western Bartonshire. Second, Neve Quinn, Kintyre. So let's go back to the pool as the girls come up to the halfway mark. It is lane 3. The 17-year-old from Grangemouth, Zuzia Smith, I beg your pardon. And in behind her, the Western Bartonshire swimmer Victoria Grabowska. And all the way over in lane 6 for third place was Rebecca Somerville. So transitioned into the breaststroke, and it looks like it's the Western Bartonshire swimmer who now has the advantage ahead of Zuzia Smith. Coming up along beside them, Lucy Hunter, Hamilton Baths. Going into the turn, it will be the Western Bartonshire swimmer Victoria Grabowska leading the field, taking advantage of her breaststroke skills. She's turning there in a time of 2:02.80 ahead of Lucy Hunter, 2:03.61, and third place was Emma Binney from Inverclyde, 2:04.60 at the turn there. All into freestyle now. What have we got? Let's see Lucy Hunter really taking advantage of the freestyle here and moving forward ahead of the field. She's now established well ahead of Victoria Grabowska. Victoria is in second place. Zuzia Smith is in third. But she's being challenged for that over on the far side of the pool by the 2 Ren 96 swimmers, as Lucy Hunter finishes in a time of 2:37.88. Lane 2's Victoria Grabowska in second place, 2:40.57, and third place goes to Kaylin Chan, Ren 96, 2:40.99.
Okay, this is our final heat. Lane 1, Anna Tkachenko, City of Glasgow. 2, Ava Ross, City of Glasgow. 3, Caitlin Frame, Grangemouth. 4, Kishta Gilmore, Hamilton. And 5, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow. So 4 out of 5 swimmers have qualified already, with Anna Tkachenko as a consideration. She's got to gain a couple of seconds to get that qualification. So it's Caitlin Frame first of the turn there, 32.03 butterfly. Caitlin, Anna Tkachenko, Kirsty Gilmore, and also coming through in lane 2, Ava Ross. So there's still a few girls in this one. Caitlin Frame in 3, just with her nose in front. She comes under the flags to turn for the breaststroke. And a good strong turn there by Caitlin Frame. Also turning well, Anna Tkachenko. We'll see if this breaststroke makes a difference as it normally does. So Caitlin Frame is making it count so far. So the 17-year-old from Grangemouth, in that yellow cap in 3, is opening up a lead here on the breaststroke. Anna Tkachenko looking strong as well. So 1-2. Caitlin Frame, Anna Tkachenko, and then between Ava Ross and Kirsty Gilmore for third. So in the final turn, Caitlin Frame, 1:57.02, about second and a half ahead of Kirsty Gilmore, it is, and then Anna Tkachenko. So it's a 1-2-3 into the final turn, into the freestyle. And she's still got something in the tank here. Caitlin Frame looking very good. Her entry 2:30.1. See if she can challenge that 2:30, possibly just outside that. And there's a 2:31.29 for the winner, Caitlin Frame. And right to the wire here for second place, and it's Kirsty Gilmore who takes it, 2:36.91. Third place, Anna Tkachenko, 2:37.46. Okay, that's our results confirmed, and that concludes the session for this afternoon. So around about 5:45 we'll be back for the final session of the meet. And I would like to thank all the technical officials for their hard work during this session. It's much appreciated indeed. Thank you for tuning in on live stream and listening to the dulcet tones of Jackie Smith and myself, Stuart Stevenson. It's been a pleasure hosting you this afternoon. We look forward to seeing you again if you're coming back later on, around about 5:45. And we bid you a good day if you're watching online.